Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you a extremely glitchy way that you can play defense. And this is going to be a four-man rush that can scream at max protect and slide an ID, right? So if they block the running back, we're going to scream. If they block an ID, we're going to scream. If they max protect, we're still going to scream. And if they block everybody, essentially, slide an ID, all that fun stuff, we're still screaming. And we're going to be doing so rushing 4. So let me go ahead and get the whole spiel out of the way first. And that is, if you guys like what I'm dropping, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and most importantly, make sure you guys are commenting, right? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what I need to improve on, things that you might want to see. Basically, just let me know what you guys want. That way, I can better help you get better at Madden, right? That's the general idea of the channel, is I want to help as many people as I can with these types of concepts that typically I would be dropping on Madden Daily for you guys that pay for content. This is just an additional type of content that, I'm going to give to you guys here on YouTube. And then, we still have all of our elite high-level content being dropped on Madden Daily. So, basically, with the quarantine going on, there's no really time limit, right? I'm not stressed for time. I'm able to go ahead and do these YouTube videos. I'm also able to do content over there when I need to. So, ultimately, to me, I think it's a good thing because now I have the time to be able to help as many people as I can. And that's really what I wanted to focus on with this Madden game, right? Obviously, if I wanted to, I can go compete. I can play money games. I could play in the MCS. I've done everything that you can basically do in Madden in terms of playing in tournaments, winning lots of money. I haven't won an MCS belt, but to be fair, I haven't really tried. I haven't put in the time needed to actually do that, mainly due to my work situation. But basically, right now, I have all the time in the world, right? I'm sitting at home, doing nothing, waiting for this quarantine to be over. So, to me, I'm enjoying it because, like I said, I can help you guys. I can do everything I need to do. To be fair, I wish it happened a bit earlier, right? I wish it would have happened earlier, would have gave me plenty of time to actually compete this year. But that's here nor there, right? That's not the point of this video. So, as I mentioned, comment if you want to. Let me know what you guys want to see. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. So, spiel over with. Let's go ahead. Let's get into what you guys are here for. Now, the defense that I'm going to be bringing to you is extremely glitchy. It's going to combine I'm not going to say a glitch, but it's going to combine a way to dumb out a running back with a manual rush. Now, the manual rush is something that, for whatever reason, has taken over Weekend League and even MUT seasons by people that truly don't know what they're doing. I think that's a good way of putting it. You see a lot of people manually rushing, but then once you block the running back, you can typically just step up in the pocket and dot them. But they catch people off guard. It does throw off timing, so it's got a purpose to it, I guess. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take that concept and we're just going to completely add a whole nother level to it, right? And we're going to be doing this out of the nickel 2-4-5 double A gap. Now, you can do this out of any play in the game, any play in this formation, right? I like to do it out of nickel overload 3. That's the play that I like to do because the play is essentially set up for you. So I'm going to show you how to do it real quick out of this. And then after I show you this with all the slide protections and max protects and all that stuff, I will show you how to do it out of a play like Nickel Dog 2 or any of the other plays, right? So Nickel Overload 3 is the one I want to focus on because it's the most dumb it down type of play. So let's go ahead and look at Gun Bunch. Gun Bunch typically has one of the best blocking schemes because you can max protect, you got a running back on one side, tight end on the other. So the play itself does not matter. I'm going to call Pats curl flats just because. Now, the setup to this is going to be very simple, right? You want to base a line. You then want to pinch your whole team. And you're going to do that by pressing either the left bumper and down on the left analog stick if you're playing on Xbox, or L1 and down on the left analog stick if you're playing on PS4. What that does, it pinches the linebackers, pinches the D-line, and presses your corners. So it's essentially doing all of the steps that we want to with this defense in a 2-button press. It's hard to beat that, right? So after you do that, what you want to do is you want to QB contain, move this corner in, and this is going to be the guy we're using. And the key to making this work is you want to put him into a flat zone. This can be a curl flat or a hard flat. I personally like the hard flat, which is left on the left analog stick. So you're just going to click on him, hit X or A depending on your system. If you're on Xbox, it's going to be A. If it's PlayStation, it's X because they are the devil. And just like to screw with us Xbox users. And then after that, you're just going to stand here. Right? So simple as that. That's going to be the play arc. Now, you can take the defensive end on the right-hand side, or excuse me, that's a defensive tackle technically. You can take this guy, put him into whatever you want, whether it's a spy, a hook zone, a vert hook. It doesn't matter what he goes in. You can leave him on the contain, right? It doesn't matter. So for this case, I'm just going to put him into a vert hook. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to see, we're going to block the running back on this left-hand side, right? So running back's blocked. And we're just going to take our user, which is KZ right here, and we're going to sprint straight down, sack the quarterback. Very simple. Take the ball, rush down, sack the quarterback. Now, let's talk about why this works. I'm going to go to the instant replay to show you this. So the reason this works is because the running back is going to completely dumb out. Now, you see the running back right here, James White. He's going to step up and pick up the linebacker that, for whatever reason, tends to come free a lot in this left A gap. So we hike the ball. You see the center doesn't really react to him right away. Running back has to technically pick him up. By the running back picking him up, that allows us to loop right around the edge with our manual rush. Now, the other reason this works is because this defensive end or outside linebacker, depending on who you have there, he triggers the tackle into that little pass-off animation, right? So the tackle reacts to him, a lot of the times tries to pass him off, and never can actually react to us as we rush right around the edge. So as you see right here, 4-man rush, and we're screaming at the running back blocked. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. This time I'm going to block, and I'm going to ID the corner. This is something you see a lot of people try to do. And as you will see, it's not going to work. So here we go, set up. We're good right here. Running back is blocked. We have ID'd us. And as you'll see, we're able to just loop right around, sack the quarterback. Now keep in mind, in a regular game, you're able to scream a lot faster than what I'm doing. And the reason behind that is because I'm using 2 controllers, right? So I'm having to hike the ball on one controller, and then switch hands, go back to the controller on the other side, hit turbo, get after the quarterback, right? It's not as easy as you might think with the 2 controller aspect, right? So online, it's even faster than what I'm showing you here. And I have no idea how fast KZ is. He could be 100 speed, he could be 82 speed. I have no idea. It's really not going to matter. But if you're playing Mutt, imagine that's Dion or a Taylor Mays or some of the guys that can get Enforcer, right? You put Enforcer on this, you know you're coming in free, you know you're going to hit the quarterback. That's a lot of easy fumbles for you. So, once again, let's go ahead, and that was with the running back blocked, and we ID'd us. So let's go ahead and show you how it works with the slide protection, right? So say they try to cut block you. They will typically slide protect right, and then ID the guy that comes in free. This is a very standard, very public way of cut blocking. Well, what's going to happen with this is the running back is going to actually react to this linebacker right here, and it's going to allow us to still come in free. So we're going to go ahead and hike the ball. So boom, linebacker comes in, we sack the quarterback. So because the game doesn't recognize us as an actual rusher, it triggers the cut block to the guy that is actually rushing, which is going to be right here. So essentially, by them trying to cut block and roll left against this, it's not going to work because we're going to come in with 2 people, right? The running back's going to have to pick McKinley if they slide an ID, and if they don't do anything, it's going to have to pick up Campbell right here. So we're going to go ahead and set it up, right? Now, you might think, all right, well, they're going to max protect. So with max protect, that will pick it up normally if you just, go guns blazing and try to sack them like normal. Now you can counter that though, and that's the key that I want to talk about here. So you can counter this by, instead of being on the line of scrimmage, just take your user, step back a couple steps behind this guy, right? Behind the defensive end. And what's going to happen is the running back is going to go to the middle of the field and will still be able to come in free, just like he was. The only difference with this is, instead of being on the line of scrimmage, we're actually going to take a couple clicks back and be behind this defensive end or linebacker. So the other thing that you can do to guarantee that you come in with your rush, initially rush in towards the tackle and then loop out. What that'll do is it's going to take the running back and basically sprint him towards the middle of the field, because he's going to think we're coming in free up the middle, and then we're able to just loop around and hit him with the little, okey doke basically. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this. So you got your typical max protect. So boom, see, able to just rush right around the edge. And that's with the max protect, right? So that's blocking 7 people, and we're rushing 4. It's going to work just like that every single time. Now, like I said, you want to pay attention to what I did with my user right here, right? Because I took my first couple steps inward, and then I kind of curved back out a little bit. And you see, by doing that, the running back goes to the middle of the field, stands there, and doesn't block anybody. So, easy, right? Not too difficult. So you might think, well, they can block an ID and slide and all that stuff, right? And that's really what we're going to force our opponent to do. So we're going to go ahead and set it up, do the exact same thing that we just did. Now, if they block, slide right, ID us, this is going to be their best chance at picking this up. And it'll pick up sometimes, but as long as you get, good with your user rush, you'll be able to hit that running back with the okey doke again and sack the quarterback. So here we go. See, boom. There. Wasn't able to actually loop around, and the running back made a good play. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do it again and show you that you can get this to work. So here we go. We've max protected. We'll go ahead and do everything else afterwards. So we're set up over here defensively. Now let's go ahead and max protect. Slide right, ID us. So we can go ahead, do the same thing. And as you see, we sack the quarterback. So I'm going to go to the replay just to show it again. Like I said, you kind of, if they are doing that type of really aggressive pass protection where they're blocking, sliding, IDing, all that fun stuff, all you want to do is, instead of just rushing straight down, you want to take a little bit harder of a rush angle to the middle and then break it to the outside. Because what that does is it's going to dumb out the running back. It's going to force the running back to pick up the end. As you see, by us manually rushing to the middle like that, we're abusing this left tackle and forcing him to go in. Forces the running back to pick up the end, and then now we can just rush around. Because the offensive tackle will never be able to react to us. He's too slow, right? So this is how it's going to work, and this is a 4-man rush. Now, in this clip exactly, you see that you have this defensive end still on the contain. I've already shown that he doesn't have to be on containment, right? And it doesn't matter if we're max protect or sliding and IDing, none of that stuff matters. The only 4 people that truly matter are these 4 on this right hand or left hand side. Us, the end, the tackle, and then the middle linebacker. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. Not much else to it, right? I've shown you how you can block and slide, and none of it's really going to pick it up. So let's go ahead and talk about how you can do that at any play. So that's going to be nickel dog 2, or like I said, any play. But when you do this, same thing you're doing. The only difference is you got to manually blitz the middle linebacker. So that's all you do. Now, see right here, you can set up coverage however you see fit. So here I'm going to go ahead, just rush the 4 people. Right, so here you see, and we're going to go ahead and block the running back. Boom. rush right around second. It all works the exact same way. So once you get used to adjusting the players on your right side of your field, and once you get used to taking that hard inward rush angle and then looping back out, there's going to be nothing your opponent can do to pick this pressure up. They're going to have to throw quickly. And that's where the zones behind you and adjusting the coverage comes into play, right? So overall, this is a dominant defensive formation. The only downside to this is it does not do a great job of stopping the run. So obviously you're not going to run this against I-form close or goal line or anything like that, right? But if you catch your opponent in a gun bunch or a trips tight end or anything where they think they're going to be able to pick up a pressure out of a passing set, you can mix this in, right, and just hit them with this, because I guarantee you most people will have no idea how to slide and pick this up. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and happy Easter. We'll go ahead and get some more content out for you guys either later on tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. So I'll catch you guys next time.